What is up, everybody? It has been a while since I have been back on the camera, in the front of the camera, so maybe a little awkward and kind of rusty getting back into this thing, but I'm looking forward to, as I'm doing a cut right now, that you can follow on Instagram. I've been heavily posting on Instagram if you missed the content. I started a new Keto Instagram separate from just Caleb Busey, my Instagram that I'm just kind of using for my personal use and photography and whatnot. I'm building an Instagram from the ground up, super organically, and it's Caleb on Keto. You should go follow that, so you can keep up with my daily posting that I'm doing on there. Really wanting to interact with a lot of people, so go meet me over there. But you didn't come here for that. You came here for the video on Keto on a Cruise, part 2. This is the second video I did. The first video I did, I went more in depth on what all your options are, and then today is going to be like a full day of eating, meal by meal type thing. And I hope you're really excited because it's going to be kind of awesome. So starting out, I want to say that this is specifically for Carnival cruises only. In my experience, me and my wife only deal with Carnival just because we've had great experiences in the past, and we want to keep on building up those rewards points, and they really do a really good job for returning customers. Like my wife turned into a gold member, so every time that she gets on the boat from now on, we have like onboard credit to spend, and we also have she gets a free alcoholic drink. So it's pretty cool benefits that they do for you. So we're going to be taking advantage of those and keep you doing Carnival. We really like Carnival cruises, can't suggest them enough. Some people bash Carnival, but they're so affordable, and for what you get, you really can't beat the price and the experience you have. So whether or not you've been on a cruise before or you're going on your first cruise, all this information will help you if you want to stay keto. I know if I was going on my first cruise that this information would have helped me a lot, so that's why I want to provide it for you. So the first thing I want to talk about is breakfast. For breakfast, this is our first cruise ever doing this, but for the majority of every time we had breakfast, we would go to the dining hall where you have dinner every night, where you're put on a specific seat and a specific waiters every night. But when you go into breakfast, it's kind of like a free-for-all. You go in there, and they always have really, really good food. You get a menu that you get to choose from. You get waited on. Coffee, orange juice, whatever you're into. No orange juice for me, obviously, but yeah, it's a really cool experience. If you haven't, like my first few cruises, we didn't know about this. We just found out about it on our last cruise, but you can go into the dining hall to get breakfast. Every morning we would go and we would have, you could have like an appetizer and a meal. I would always get a Caesar salad with jerk bacon. You can choose chicken, but the jerk bacon was just so good. I wanted to keep on doing that, so that's what I did for this day and my full day of eating. And I would do it every day. It was incredible. It's a really, really good filling salad. I loved it. As far as my entree for breakfast goes, I would always get the steak and eggs when they had the opportunity. You can get your eggs cooked any way you want to, as opposed to if you go to the regular buffet, all you're gonna be able to get is scrambled eggs, and it's usually not the best quality eggs as far as what you're compared to eating at home. Go to the dining hall, ask for extra bacon, get your eggs. For me, I like them over easy, so they're a little bit runny, and you get a really good amount of fat at the beginning of your day. You can always get that really good steak as well. As far as lunch goes, it would depend on the day, depending on what I was feeling, what I was craving, what I'd do for lunch. I know in my last video that I talked about how you can go to Guy Fieri's burger joint. You can get as many patties as you want. You can get all the bacon and all the toppings that you want to put on it that you would normally put on a cheeseburger at home. And so that was a cool experience to do it again. They also have the Blue Iguana cantina, which is kind of like a Chipotle or Moe's, so you could get like salad bowls. That's what I was doing a lot this week, and you could get several different meats to choose from, like pork and chicken and steak, and yeah, so that's always filling. You can always do that, but for today I wanted to try something different. For the first time on this cruise, we went on a bigger ship. We went on the Conquest, and they had a special thing every day that was the barbecue place on board. It was in the back of the boat upstairs. Kind of hard to find unless you explore the boat a lot, but they had a really good barbecue place. You get your barbecue, no sauce, some really, really good slaw. I didn't love the chicken. You could get a barbecue chicken leg, like a smoked chicken leg or chicken thigh, and I didn't really like that as much as I did just the general like pulled pork and pulled beef. It was really good. The slaw was really good. And I also, for the day, I wanted to find something else unique to show you guys, and I found out about the cutlery. It's in the buffet area. I know that I said in my last video to stay away from the buffet area because it's all like carbs and starches and fried food, a lot of food that you can't eat on keto, so it's best to stay away. But for the sake of the barbecue and the cutlery, it's worth going in. So I learned something and I want to share it with you guys. At the cutlery, I got a slice of pork rib, something. Anyways, it was a delicious fatty piece of meat that I have on the plate there, and it looked really, really awesome. But yeah, that was my lunch as far as this day goes. So before I get into dinner, I kind of want to talk about something that was kind of unique to me on this cruise, something that I had never done before. I went to the Cherry on Top candy store that they have in every cruise ship, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to ask and see if they have sugar-free. I doubt they'll have sugar-free candy, but I'm going to try it out. And so one night I went in there and bought sugar-free, I think it's sugar-free gummies, and I think it's sugar-free like chocolate covered almonds. And so I got those. The almonds were really great, sugar-free chocolate, you know, whatever. If you're following a strict keto diet, like I will be in the coming weeks, probably not the best, but for the fact that I was on vacation, I was still dieting. Yeah, that's what I wanted to try. So I tried that out, and then I also tried out these sugar-free gummy bears, and I was like, oh wow, okay, cool, sugar-free gummy bears. I miss gummy flavored things and candy, probably more than anything else on this diet. And so I went in there, got those sugar-free gummies, and then one night, and we went to watch a movie on the deck, and my stomach started feeling kind of weird, and I was like, oh no. And then all this like stuff started flooding my brain. I was like, that's what's going on here. And what it was if you have a gummy that is sugar-free, you know, low carb or whatever, it's going to have a lot of fiber. And I would say, looking back on it and kind of doing some research, each gummy was about 2 grams of fiber plus a piece. And yeah, that was that was an interesting night. That was a night where we were at dinner for just a little while, and I had to go back to the room and cancel all events for the night. So be safe when you go on there and you look at these. Maybe I would suggest 8 at a time. I probably had like 30 of these gummy bears, and yeah. So if you need to be regular on the cruise, go to the Cherry on Top. I'm gonna get you some gummy bears. As far as alcohol goes, it's kind of cool. All of the bars have Sprite Zero and Coke Zero for you to use as a mixer, which is pretty cool. But they had a deal running on this cruise where you could get, you know, any drink that you wanted and a double shot for $3 extra. And the bartender must have really liked me one night because I basically feel like I was drinking straight tequila one night when I did a silver tequila and Coke Zero. And that was a fun night. I got a little tipsy that night drinking that, but I found that the best thing to do when I was on the cruise to get those real like beach vibes is I brought a little squirt thing of the Mio branded flavor, water additive flavored things, and I would do usually a vodka soda, and so it'd be a vodka and a shot of vodka and soda water, and I would squirt one of those Mio things in there, and it actually tasted really, really good. And it was pretty affordable. You didn't have to pay a lot of money extra for the soda water, so that was probably the most affordable way we found to drink on the cruise, that I found on the cruise, at least. If you guys have any other ideas, we go on cruises all the time, so if you found something that you really like to do as far as mixed drinks go, drop it in the comments. I'd really like to know what you guys think. As far as dinner goes, we're jumping into dinner for my full day of eating. I had a Caesar salad like I did every night when I get at you get an appetizer and an entree and a dessert. In the last video that I posted, I mentioned that you can get a cheese plate for dessert. I wasn't really feeling the cheese plate this time, and I was also full just because you get a lot of food throughout the day. And yeah, so I wasn't as hungry for dessert as it came time to the end of the day. But for this day specifically, I went to we went to dinner and I got a Caesar salad, and then they always will add more cheese onto your salad if you want them to, and they will add bacon because they keep bacon nearby for people who get baked potatoes, and so they'll keep cheese, sour cream, and bacon, and so you always have those kind of options to add onto any meal that you have, and they'll gladly do it. They're really nice about it, so that's something to keep in mind. As far as for the entree goes, I got filet mignon that night, and it was incredible. Really, really good steak. Always got it rare to medium rare. They cook a little over, so whatever you normally get, like if you're a medium person, go medium rare. Yada yada yada, you get that. That steak was awesome, and then you can always get broccoli as a side. Most every night they have the cream spinach that you can also get as a side, and green beans they mostly have as a side every night, so you can make any kind of arrangement of that. They always have the sirloin steak, which is a little bit higher in protein, but you can get them to cover it in sour cream if you're wanting that extra fat at the end of the day, or some butter. You can ask for some butter to put on your steak. A couple different dinners I had. I had the lobster and shrimp one night, and it was really good. That was also keto. They put a little olive oil on the side that you can actually put on it, so that adds some fat to a meal. The sea bass, I had that one night, and it was keto friendly. I also had the mahi mahi one night, and they cover it with a pineapple glaze, and once I scraped off the glaze, I could still taste it a little bit, but if you just order the mahi mahi, it's super good, and ask them to put no glaze on it, and that's a really, really good dinner meal that they have. I always suggest finding things in the starters and entrees that you know is keto, and then just asking them what additional things they can do to it, what they can take off, and they'll gladly help you. We had a really good group of waiters this time. I would sit down and say Caesar salad. After the first night, I said no croutons. I didn't have to worry for the rest of the cruise about having them put home croutons. They're just very adjustable and reliable to me, kind of tell them about my dietary needs, and they were very interested in hearing about it and talking about it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. We had a lot of fun. We love Carnival, and we had a great time this trip. Our favorite stop was in Curacao. It's a Dutch island, as well as Aruba. We stopped in Aruba, and they're both just beautiful. The colors there, Curacao specifically, the colors, how they paint their buildings and the water and how clean it was, and not a lot of like sketchy areas. Like when we went to Progreso in Mexico, we were really kind of scared to even get off the boat there. It was a sketchy stop, but the stops we went on this time were a lot of fun. Princess Cay's is owned by Carnival, so that island was very clean as well. But we had a great time. I hope I helped you guys out figuring out how you want to plan your vacation. You can plan your vacation very affordable and have a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to start posting more. I want to do some more vlogs, vlog type style stuff to kind of document how this diet is going, because it's going to get really, really strict pretty soon. I'm thinking like maybe there's like 10 things that I can eat, 10 to 15 things that I can eat that's keto that I know, and just that's what I eat from then on out, like chicken thighs, beef, broccoli, avocados, bacon and eggs, things that are very basic keto that I want to get down to the wire of the diet. Today actually marks where I have 60 days left, which is 2 months. So exciting stuff. I'm very pumped. Go follow Caleb at Keto to learn about how that is going. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up on this video. I really appreciate you guys watching. I had a lot of fun being able to document how I was going to make this video, and I think it turned out, from what I've seen so far, it's going to turn out really, really well. But yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.